So the first book I want to talk to you, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a couple books I have read and one book I haven't read yet, but that I recommend because the first book was great, so the second one has to be great too. Yeah, so watch it. So the first book I want to talk about is Girl Online. This book is so good. It's by Zoe Sugg, a YouTuber. And it's not like most of the books I find from YouTubers. A lot of them are like about them, and like this one is a fictional story. Well, what I think it is anyway. If it's true, well, oh my god. It's a story about a girl named Penny, and she goes to New York City for Christmas, and she meets this boy called Noah, and he's American. Did I mention Penny is British? Anyway, it follows their adorable love story, and she writes a blog, and it's soups adorable. So basically throughout the book you follow Noah and Penny as they fall in love, and Noah is like the cutest thing ever. He just like knows her so well, and that doesn't happen in real life that much. I know. I want a Noah. Unless I'd be Penny, I'm British, but I'm not. But what we find out in the book is that Noah apparently has a secret. Secret is he has a freaking girlfriend. But, spoiler alert, okay, spoiler alert. He doesn't really. It was all a publicity stunt so that his whatever girlfriend that we don't care about could get more like album selling things. Okay, we don't care about her, but it was just a publicity stunt. So, no one cares about that. But he ends up going back to, is it Brighton? I think. This is a great summary of the book, so you should definitely get it. But he goes back to Brighton and he's like, listen, I don't have a girlfriend and I love you. Mwah. Amazing book. Get it. The second book I want to talk to you about is The Rosie Project, which is another story about love. So, sue me, I love love stories, okay? But the story is about Don Tillman, who built a 16-page questionnaire to find the perfect wife, asking questions like, do you smoke? And the answer has to be no. Do you drink? It could be like moderately or something like that. But there are very specific questions, and he gets a bunch of girls to fill them out, but no one meets his requirements. Then his friend Jean sets him up with this girl called Rosie, but she doesn't meet any of the requirements on the questionnaire, but he ends up getting to know her and helping her out, finding out who her biological father is. So he gets on to that journey, and I will tell you the ending. They end up together. Okay? Okay. Read it. And if you're gonna read that, you have to read The Rosie Effect, which I just started to read, so I don't know what it's about yet. I know it's about their journey as a couple, but you know, I don't really know what happens. So, these two books, read them. And the last book I want to talk to you guys about is Before I Go to Sleep. It's a story about Christine, who's an amnesiac, and every day she wakes up not knowing who she is and where she is. There are differences between the movie and the book, of course. I watched the movie first and then I read the book because I had heard, you know, about it. And in the book, she writes in a journal to remember all her memories, but in the movie, she records herself and watches herself in the morning to remember who she is. Basically, in this movie, Christine wakes up, she doesn't know who she is, but she goes into the bathroom and there are pictures of memories of her and her husband, and this is how she starts to remember who she is every morning. What she discovers every morning is that she has been seeing this doctor called Dr. Nash to help her on her memory, and that's how she starts writing in the journal or filming herself, depending on if you've seen the movie. Basically, you see her everyday life and how she starts remembering a couple things, and Dr. Nash helps her remember her past and who she was friends with, and you discover an interesting plot twist on her husband, Ben. Do you want to know? Do you want to know? I really want to tell you. Ben is the camera just cut as soon as I was going to tell you who Ben was. But anyway, you'll have to read the book or watch the movie, whichever you want. I don't want to spoil the ending because it's so interesting. Never thought it would happen. So, oh, I wanted to mention because I forgot to say it, because I have amnesia. It's not funny. But the reason why Christine is an amnesiac is because she got into an accident. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I know it's kind of like boring, like books, who does that anymore? But I actually like to get physical copies. I don't like to read on a screen. It just feels weird to me. Like, the cool part is having the book in your hands. I'm gonna be coming out with more videos because I finally finished school. Oh my god. Exams were horrible. I mean good. And I'm just glad I'm done. And it's summer, but it's not sunny